Hello, friends, and welcome back to Inception Reactions. It is time for Money Game 1, 2, and 3. Little disclaimer, I have had Money Game 1 on my playlist for probably 6 months, so I'm pretty familiar with this song. Never heard Money Game 2 and Money Game 3. I know they all go together. Purposely did not listen to 2 and 3 once I decided I was going to do a reaction channel. So this has been coming for a long time. Money Game is one of my favorite Ren songs. Very political. Lots of truth telling. It's a chilly Minnesota morning, so I'm going to keep my hood up for a little bit anyway. Hope you don't mind. So without further ado, let's get into it. I absolutely love this song. The lyricism is amazing.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A pull chain to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame.
Is there a sea in the background? Like I can hear
flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sin.
This is different than the version I have on my playlist. This is obviously a Ren signature one take, maybe? At least live takes. Anyway, let's keep going.
A child into a killer.
Ooh.
His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
I wonder who's playing guitar. Let me know. It's supposed to be him.
This old money game.
Terrifying.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate. When they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth. That's my right to hate. That's freedom of speech.
This
But
next...
when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant. Cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome, and also colonized by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we made the same mistakes.
I want to sing along, but it's different. I'll mess it up.
People, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions are our own, and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep. Rain, 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 rain. The storm it comes our way. And those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins. But we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. This old money game.
absolute chills, man. Fucking ripped. The audio really, you could tell that's live. Got some feedback coming in. Holy shit. I should have known better. I know this song very well. The video is going to be completely different. Maybe the same lyrics overall, but holy shit. What an absolute haunting music video that had me on the edge of my seat in chills constantly. The imagery with the baseball bat, with the, I don't know if you'd say Grim Reaper, it's not the right term, but showing how much power money has on our society. Wow. Now, I'm interested to see how they did the part where the person playing the guitar, who I figured would be representing Ren, where he's doing this to himself. Maybe I'm gonna need some help. I've heard this song a bunch of times, and I need some help with this video, this imagery here. What is Ren trying to convey here that he's not already doing in the lyrics? Now I'm a little warmer, so I can take my hood off. So now we're going to get into the unknown. Money Game 2 and Money Game 3. Money Game 2 is a lyric video. So without further ado, let's do it. Okay, same beat.
Strange time we're living in, panic
Different.
and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle
Alright, here we
shit.
go.
A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding, resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my fingers on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted life.
Okay, so the
Poison
chorus
in the
is the
veins,
same.
but we got upon the blame.
Nothing wrong with
It's
that.
easier to blame. We point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game.
So maybe the first one's more personal part of the money game. Now we're getting into the societal part of the money game.
Money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll
Yep.
break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells...
Is that what he's referencing in High Ren? I mean, she sells seashells on the seashore is an old rhyme. But in High Ren, is he referencing his use of that phrase in this song. Again, school me in the comments, man. Renegades, I know you'll come through.
Nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step one, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step two, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste, man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property, start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8, big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9, polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10, the world is yours, step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore. Rain, 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 the storm it comes our way, and no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old.
We are all part of this old money game. Isn't that the truth? Brought this up a little bit on Crucifier Culture. I'd be lying if I didn't say it. I was part of the money game. He says it himself. We're all part of this money game. So far, that first video felt like a very personalized view of the money game. This video was a more global view of the money game. High level of the greed that goes on in our cultures across the globe. Talks about colonization in the first song. He's really making me think. Let me know if you agree with my little assessment. So far, the first one is more on the personal level and how Ren struggles within that money game. This one, a little more broad, global, to the point, almost. Fewer metaphors, in my opinion, and more just straight to the point. Political Ren, I love it. I love, love, love it. Okay, without further ado, Ren Money Game Part 3, and it starts with a piano, and it's 9 minutes long. So let's not waste any more time. Let's do it. I just fucking love the piano. Very Phantom of the Opera right here. Look at that. It's fucking fantastic, too. Self-taught. Okay, so is that the guy from the first one from the chair? Representing, I think he was representing Ren in the first one. Even though it wasn't him playing the guitar. Okay, Sam and Ren. Samuel and Ren. Okay, we're gonna have multiple Rens. This is going to be intense. Still got the noose around his neck. do it live again. Unbelievable. Someone let me know who's playing the piano here and who was playing. Or are they just doing some camera trickery on us? And it's him the whole time.
Tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unused.
I just wanted to pause it to say that my son turns 8 today. And so not only does it hit home for me as far as like my childhood, but being a dad of an 8-year-old as of today. Whew. Anyway, let's keep going.
Listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the Pope.
My life was not this interesting, and I didn't have this much money, I can guarantee that.
For turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the popo inside of his pocket.
Yep. Unbelievable, man. Who's calling?
35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone.
Yep.
36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37,
None of that matters,
eyes glazed,
right?
disposition
Your family's
demonic.
gone.
38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion. Heating
life
up a
means
silver
nothing.
spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again. Fuck. Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me, and it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music. This isn't entertainment. This is real life.
Yeah.
The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
I'm still getting goosebumps. It's still happening. I got nothing. Very interesting that that gun didn't go off. It just clicked. Love Ren's classic artistic style of doing one shot. How him and Samuel pull that off is art form at its best. Absolutely haunting song. Absolutely haunting trilogy. This trilogy, to me, is more haunting than The Tale of Jenny and Screech, mainly because Money Game applies to the world, whereas, Jenny and Screech is a more, individualized tale. Is Money Game part of Jenny and Screech's tale? Absolutely. Yeah. Go hug your kids. Don't tell them that they need to be a man. Being a man is accepting yourself, accepting your responsibilities, being present. And I will never tell my son he just needs to be a man. That's some bullshit. We're all human beings. Ren. Absolutely stellar. Part 2 and Part 3 are going on my playlist. They're going to become way more familiar to me Part 3, maybe not, just because that is super, super heavy. If you like what I'm doing with Inception reactions, which I haven't done an Inception in a while, I plan on recording one today. Beers and Bars is who I want to check out today. I know them. They're doing a prof song, so I think I need to do that. Anyway, if you like what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button. We're over 500 now. Yeah, let's do it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and like a video. Don't forget to go over to Ren's page, show him some love. As always, take care of yourself. Look after each other. Take what you brought with you. Peace.